Hey there, David Lane here, founder of Pay to Eat Jerky. And you're here because you really like jerky. And simply put, you want to make some money. Well, you're at the right place. And I'm going to show you how to do both. But first, I want to let you know a little more about me. So I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and as a young kid, I dreamed of being a mountain man like most of my friends did. And perhaps if you're old enough, you can remember a TV show that's called Grizzly Adams. Well, Mr. Adams lived off the land, and I remember wanting to be like him. And at that time, I also remember my dad buying me a piece of jerky, and guess what? I just absolutely loved it. In fact, it was flat and pretty hard, so I'd have to tear a piece off with my teeth and chew on it for a while until it was soft enough to swallow. But you know what? Back then, I didn't know the difference between a good piece of jerky and a tough or bad piece of jerky because I never ever had a good piece of jerky. But it didn't matter though because I loved it. Fast forward about 15 years ago, I would go into the convenience store, like a 7-Eleven, and buy a piece of jerky or a pepperoni stick, and good stuff. And I never stopped to think how much it cost because you know what? It was just a dollar here and a dollar there. But as I got older and a little wiser, I soon figured out that it was really expensive. And the price was about $25 per pound. And today, guess what, gang? It's even more than that. It's funny because if I ever bought an actual pound of jerky at $25 per pound, I would have never been able to afford it. I also found out that you get what you pay for. If you buy the cheap stuff, then you're going to get the hard stuff that's like cardboard. Now, after realizing this, I decided to never eat that again. I remember having a great piece of jerky from King B. It was so soft and very, very delicious. I just loved it. Now, this leads me to why we're here today. You see, I had a problem. I wanted to eat more jerky, and I mean the real good stuff, like the King B jerky, and nothing but the good stuff. But at $25 to $30 per pound, I really just couldn't afford it. So with this dilemma, I went on a quest. I went on a quest to find the good stuff at the cheapest price. In fact, after looking everywhere, I figured the best way to get it cheap is to be a distributor for one of the jerky companies. So I looked around at several. There were qualifications that I didn't meet with some of the distribution processes. Others didn't have what I was really looking for. So this really bummed me out because I was no closer to reaching my goal or my dreams. One day, out of the blue, a friend of mine, well, he wasn't more than an acquaintance at the time, but nowadays he's one of my best friends. But anyway, he called me up and asked if I could like jerky. Of course, I said yes. Well, do you like to make money? Okay, you got my interest. Figuring that this was too good to be true, I asked him, well, what is it? And he told me he would have to show me. So I told him I had a 10-minute break and that he needed to explain it all in that 10 minutes. To my surprise, he did it in under 10 minutes, and I signed up in less than 10 minutes later after that. Now, if you can tell, I was pretty excited about this opportunity. I figured I can get all the jerky that I wanted and I could afford it with this business. I didn't waste any time, and I enrolled 7 customers my first week, and I soon began a marketing campaign that I called onlyjerky.com. Now, I would contact people in chat rooms and create ads and articles and e-zines to place on the internet. I put ads in the local online classifieds, and by doing all of this, I had built my business to over 100 regular customers in my first 60 days. How did I do that? It was simple. I created a system for getting customers. Now understand, the system is the key. Not all systems work the way that you want them to, but when you get one that works, guess what? It's golden. Much like a franchise such as Subway or Curves, I began duplicating success to build my business. Right here, right now, this is just like my onlyjerky.com system, but we are light years ahead of where I was. So, it's new and improved, and I call it Paid to Eat Jerky. Because you like jerky and because you like money and want to get paid to eat jerky, I'm going to give you a free copy of my blueprint of how I use my onlyjerky.com system to get over 100 customers who would purchase jerky from me every month on autopilot. Now, because of my simple system, I didn't have to have all the headaches that come from having your own business. The system made it easy to order and be delivered to their home or business directly to their mailbox, completely on autopilot. How convenient is that? Now, as the convenience store prices increased, my jerky didn't. Imagine getting your favorite jerky at a better price than your local mini marts. My blueprint shows you how to get over 20 varieties of jerky at wholesale cost, blowing out my competition prices, and obviously that is great news for you. Now you can have all the jerky you want at wholesale pricing. That alone got my attention. After I put the system to work, my business took off, and some of my customers were referring others to my program, and this made it grow even faster. Now, I want to give you the same opportunity, only light years ahead of where I was, and I'll show you how to get paid to eat jerky. So, what you'll get is my guide to buying jerky at wholesale. And as a bonus for acting today, I'll include my completely updated blueprint in a PDF format, so you can simply look it over and discover for yourself how easy it is to get paid to eat jerky. Now I show you how I went from broke to over 100 repeat customers, helping me to bring in thousands of dollars. I'll walk you through each step on how to use the internet to do all the work, so it's simple, easy to use, and quickly makes you more money. No bugging friends, family, co-workers, and distant alumni that you haven't even talked to in over 20 years. Amen to that. You'll find out how I earn thousands of dollars while attracting customers to my business without having to call people or send out mailers and flyers. What a headache that used to be. I'll also show you the #1 trick I use to get my customers to keep coming back month after month and year after year. With this unique process, I ensure that my customers will never want to leave me. All this and getting paid money to do it is a dream come true. To find out how to get your premium beef jerky at wholesale pricing, just leave me your name and email, and I'll send you directly to your inbox immediately. As a bonus, for a limited time, I am sharing the complete blueprint of my OnlyJerky.com system that made me thousands of dollars absolutely free. Just fill out the simple form right now.